Okay, it's official. I hate the summer of 2016.
Yes.
Hey guys, it's me, Dom, from Movie Nerd Reviews, the usual, here to give you yet another lackluster, mediocre review for yet another lackluster, mediocre movie, because that's all that this summer has seemed to given us. We've gotten 4 good movies. I'm not even going to say great, because out of all of them, the only one that I would really classify, 2 that I would really classify as great are Civil War and Nice Guys. At least the ones that I've seen. So without further ado, here is my official review for yet another tacked on, unnecessary sequel for a franchise that had already wrapped up, Jason Bourne. So Jason Bourne is back in the latest adventure from director Paul Greengrass, who did the second 2 Bourne movies, not the first one. That was Doug Liman for Mr. and Mrs. Smith and Edge of Tomorrow. Anyway, so Jason's hiding out. He's living the life of a retired professional assassin by, doing the only thing he knows how to do, which is beat people's faces in. And then Julia Stiles shows up with a file with more files about more CIA Black Ops missions, and he's got to come out of retirement and confront his demons again and fight another evil head of the CIA, this time played by Tommy Lee Jones. So first off, I want to apologize for the grim opening. I'm just really pissed off that this summer has had absolutely no good movies. The best that I've had to look forward to this entire summer is pure mediocrity, and it goes for this movie just the same as anything else. Now, a complaint that a lot of people have had about the spy genre is that people start to complain that they all blend into the same. And if you think about it, there's only really 2 directions a spy movie can go: goofy and campy, or super dark and serious. But the reason why the first 3 installments are regarded in such high respect, however, is because they're the ones that kicked off the series of dark and serious spy flicks. What Doug Liman and Paul Greengrass were able to bring to those first 3 Bourne movies was something that hadn't been seen in the world of cinema at that point. Not only changing the books that they were based on completely, but also introducing something new and gritty to the genre that really made it new and introspective and interesting. Now, what I will say is that this movie did have the disadvantage of coming out after a whole bunch of other spy movies over the past couple of years that have been much better than it, but also the fact that it didn't come out directly after Ultimatum. Instead, we got that piece of crap movie with Jeremy Renner, Legacy. Although this one, I'm not going to say it's that much better than it, because it's really not. The movie is the definition of an unnecessary sequel. The story was wrapped up with The Bourne Ultimatum, my favorite of the series, and when Universal's attempted reboot, The Bourne Legacy, failed miserably. They somehow managed to dump enough money onto Matt Damon and Paul Greengrass's lawns to get them to come back and do this one. But what happened? They pulled a Spectre on us. That's what happened. What do I mean by that? I mean the studio tried to interconnect a story that was already finished by trying to set up for more sequels, while not actually focusing on the movie they had, while at the same time getting a director-actor combo who didn't want to come back and do a movie that they just didn't want to do. And it showed. I mean, do they learn? Does Hollywood learn from their mistakes? They should have nipped this in the bud when they had the chance, and they didn't, because they're stupid, and because Hollywood is only concerned with money, not about telling stories and making sequels that actually make sense. Now, I'm not going to say that the performances were terrible, but they were nowhere close to good. Matt Damon just looked bored whenever he was talking, and what really sucked is that there wasn't even enough action in this movie to cover up his dialogue. At least in the first 3, he was dealing with amnesia, and the creators used that to bring a really good blend of dialogue and action. I would say that this is Alicia Vikander's worst performance, but then again, the problem is that she crushed it in everything that she was in last year, so I'll hold off on bashing her. And now, everyone was saying how Tommy Lee Jones was the standout, but he looked the most bored out of all of them. Everyone in this movie just looked bored and like they were reading their dialogue off of cue cards. Overall, a poor follow-up to an absolutely cutthroat, borderline perfect spy trilogy, mediocre at best, and yet another example of studios not knowing when to quit. Oh, and way to waste Riz Ahmed, guys. Morons. 1 out of 5 stars. I'd be lying if I said the action was enough to cover up the bad pacing, which it was. Horrifically paced. And boring. How could a Jason Bourne movie be boring? Alright, that's it. That's my review for this yet another shit stain. Fuck it. I'm done. Like, if Suicide Squad isn't good, like, I'm done with... I'm still done with summer of 2016. Like, even if Suicide Squad is good, that's still gonna be, like, only 5 good movies. Because, look, that's Civil War, Nice Guys, Central Intelligence, Star Trek Beyond, which I really liked, even though a lot of people still consider that mediocre. I didn't see Finding Dory, so I can't say that. And then Suicide Squad, that's 5 movies! What the hell? Comment, subscribe, like the video, Twitter, @MovieNerdReview, website, movienerdreviews.com. That's it. I'm done. I'm out.